Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Thanks for checking it out today on the channel, and welcome to episode 1 of franchise mode. I'm doing 2 franchise modes this year. This is the bare bones one. This is the normal franchise mode. The other one is going to be an expansion draft franchise mode that you guys will see in the next few days. But this one is going to be the big one on my channel that I'm going to do. I decided to choose a team that has a very weird window to win a Stanley Cup, and it's the team that I know the second best in the league. The only team I know better is the Florida Panthers. It's the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, I know why you're saying, how do you know the Toronto Maple Leafs so well? I listen to a lot of podcasts, and they focus around the Toronto Maple Leafs. So trust me, I know the Leafs. But anyways, all you crazy Leafs fans out there, we're going to win you guys a cup in this small window we have of Marleau and everybody else, like Marleau and Hainsey and all them. But this episode, there's not going to be really any simulation done in this episode. We're going to take a look at the team. And we're going to look at the contracts and see what's coming up. Look at the team, check out the AHL squad, look at the prospects we have going on, and go from there. Now, right away, let's take a look at some big contracts. We can re-sign players in the middle of the season. That's awesome because the first player we are going to re-sign, no matter what, is Auston Matthews, the young stud himself, the face of this franchise. From here on out, Auston Matthews, future captain. I am going to find any way possible to toss that C on his chest and make him captain. Not quite yet. Maybe at the end of the season, maybe at the beginning of the next season, but he will be captain soon enough. Behind Auston Matthews, we have Jake Gardiner, who he's reaching his prime. He is a young defenseman. Young, I mean, if you call 27 young, I guess. Jake Gardiner, he's a good defenseman. He's a two-way defenseman. He'll score some points, but also shut down at the same time. He's had a nice contract. Just $4.50 for 2 years. I like the contract. We're going to keep him for sure. Next one, Nazem Kadri, perhaps one of the best second to third line centers when it comes to shutdown defense in our conference. Our division, I'll say our division. He's going to be really good, and he's just that player that when he's on the ice, you're just like, man, I don't want to play against him. He's just so aggravating. Gets in your head. He knows how to play, basically. He's that mental player who gets in your head. The next one is a little speedster himself, Mitch Marner. I don't know why I called him little. He's 6 foot tall, but he's 170 pounds. Mitch. He's 20 years old, medium elite potential. Him, Auston Matthews, and William Nylander are going to be the face of this franchise going forward. And that brings me to the next guy, William Nylander. He's going to get a big payday as long as Matthews and Marner also get a big payday. Matthews is going to be the guy who gets paid the most, then Marner, and then Nylander. Nylander is a great player. We're going to play him next to Matthews just like they do in actuality because I feel like that's going to be really fun. They're going to score lots of goals. It's going to be really fun. And up next, we have Morgan Rielly, probably the best defenseman on this. Okay, let me rephrase that. The defenseman with the most potential on this team. Morgan Rielly, again, another face of this franchise going forward. He's signed for $5 million for 5 years. That's perfect. If he does what he's supposed to do and grows to the potential he has, awesome contract. JVR, probably his last year in a Maple Leafs jersey. Definitely, if we're not in the playoffs, JVR is being shopped around the league, looking for a new home, and we really got to take that first for him, for sure. Behind him is Patrick Marleau, who signed for 3 years, $6.250 for 3 years. The 38-year-old Patrick Marleau is on the verge of retiring, but he wants to win a cup, so he came to the Maple Leafs. Probably one of the better teams to do so in the next 3 years. Tyler Bozak, probably just like JVR, if we're out of the playoffs, he won't make it to the end of the season. But if we win the cup, it could be his last season wearing a Leaf jersey. And behind that, another young defenseman that could get really good. He's a wild card, Nikita Zaitsev. He's signed for 7 years for 4.5. Not a bad contract. I like the odds of him getting good, but still, it's a coin toss. Then Leo Komarov, the grizzled vet, he's there to aggravate people, and he's gonna do just that. 2.9 for 1 more year, perfect contract. Again, another player we can unload if we are out of the playoffs, but we're not gonna be out of the playoffs, believe me. Connor Brown, I actually really like Connor Brown as a player. I think he scored, what was it, 20 goals last year? Yeah, exactly 20 goals, 36 points altogether. He signed for 2.1 for 3 years. Only a 79 overall, though. I would put a 20-goal scorer a little bit higher than that. But you know what? Overalls are lower this year. That's probably why. Up next, the guy who plays on Auston Matthews' wing, Zach Hyman. He's making 2.25 for 4 more years. I like Zach Hyman. I like those players that are just very physical and they get in front of the net and do the dirty plays. Yeah, he's not the most skilled player when it comes to hand-eye coordination and putting the puck in the back of the net, but he gets the job done. Behind him, on the back end, we do have Connor Carrick, another young prospect this team has. And according to Steve, he has a lot of potential. So I'm going to take him up on that, and we're going to see how much we can get Connor Carrick to actually grow. We got Ron Hainsey, a grizzled vet who won a Stanley Cup last year with Pittsburgh, 36 years old. He's on the end of his career, 2 years at $3 million. That's going to be the end of his career after that. There's no way a team signs him when he's 38 and he's below 78 overall. Martin Marincin, he's a good 7th defenseman. I don't know about a top 6, but he's a decent defenseman. 1.25 for 1 more season. That's not bad. Again, another player we can move at the deadline if we are out of the playoffs. And who else do we have? We have Matt Martin, who he's there for locker room reasons. He's there to pat the guys on the back and say, good job. It's okay. It gets better from here. He's not a skilled player whatsoever. He's a grinder. He's there to fight people, stick up for his teammates. He's a leadership role, basically. Dominic Moore, the perfect 4th-line center. 85 faceoffs. He wins the faceoffs you need him to. Kills penalties. $1 million for 1 year. Perfect contract. Again, a player we can unload at the deadline if we have to. Eric Fair, another player we can unload at the deadline if we have to. 4th-line grinder. Basically the same as Matt Martin, but he might not even make the team. Josh Levo, another young forward that has a little bit of potential to grow, and he's coin toss. He's on a cheap contract, 6.650 for 1 year. Coin toss, could grow. Up next we have Ben Smith, 4th-line center, perhaps one of the better 4th-line centers you could have. I might use him in a 3rd-line role. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see. We will see, but 0.650 for 1 year. Again, a player we can unload at the deadline, even though I like Ben Smith. That's all the skaters on the main roster. Let's check out the goaltenders. I know we have Frederick Anderson. He's 27 years old, and he's reached his peak. 86 overall goaltender, $5 million for 4 years. If he ever goes down with injuries, and injuries are on, that's the end of our season, basically. Unless our team can really stick it out. Because our backup is Curtis McElhaney, 34 years old, 77 overall, .850 for 2 years. We're going to look for a better backup. We don't have any salary cap right now, but next season for sure we're going to have to find a better backup than that. In the system, here's the prospects we got going. Of course, before I even say prospects, you guys know this guy, Joffrey Lupul. We still don't know why he's not playing, but it doesn't matter. They're hiding him for some reason. He won't say anything about his injury. The Maple Leafs won't say anything about his injury. He's just there on the books. 5.250 for 1 more year, and then he's off the books. 33 years old. He's getting a $5 million paycheck to sit at home and not do anything. Wish I could get that. Kasperi Kapanen, a very skilled prospect, 21 years old, 75 overall, low top 6 forward potential. He's going to be very good one day. Nikita Soshnikov, again, same with Kasperi Kapanen, very skilled forward, who's very young right now but has nothing but room to grow. Sky high is the limit for those two. Kirby Reichel, basically the same thing except he's a power forward, so he's going to be a perfect 3rd liner for us in like a season. Colin Greenan, these guys are AHL guys. Colin Greenan, Nathan Horton, that's just his contract. Oh, we're gonna have to dump that contract. 5.3 for 3 years. Ugh, gross. That's just gross. He's not even playing. I think he's another one just like Joffrey Lupul. I know Nathan Horton can't play. Joffrey Lupul, they don't know what's up with him. Nathan Horton can't play. I think he has... I remember the hit where he got injured, and I think that's the hit that ended his career. I could be wrong on that. Chris Mueller. Wow. Chris Mueller, I remember him. Yeah, AHLer. Frederick Gauthier. He could be something, but he does not have NHL speed, so he has to work on his skating quite a bit. But, hey, if he does get it up, that's another prospect we have in our pocket. Anders Nielsen, he could be good as well. He's a defenseman, 20 years old, 72 overall. That could be something for sure. AHL guy right there with Lovardi. Valiev. Okay, he could be another decent prospect. We're going to have to keep our eye on him. For sure, Travis Dermott is going to be a prospect in the next few seasons coming up, and he will play on the top 6 for sure. Carl Grundstrom is another one who could definitely break the top 6 in like a season or two. Not now, though. He's only 19. And who else could definitely break the team? Timothy Liljegren definitely in 2 seasons is going to make the team. Not now. He's only 18 years old. Give him time. He'll get better. Jeremy Bracco is another one. 20 years old. He's going to crack the team for sure in a few seasons. Borgman, he could also crack the team pretty good. So, Middleton is another one who's very young. And basically it's a coin toss. They're magic beans, basically. And let's see who grows into a beanstalk. Any goalies? I know we have Garrett Sparks. There he is, Garrett Sparks. 73 overall, 24 years old. Minor starting goalie. I might actually call him up as a backup and see how he does up there if McElhaney doesn't hold it down. Ian Scott, that's another good one. And Kaspar. Okay, I know how to say everybody's name besides this guy. There's always one episode that you guys know that its name is just like, I'm going to make sure everybody knows that Kyle's American. And he doesn't know how to say these crazy names. What is he? Is he Russian? No, he's not Russian. Okay, I think he's Swedish. It's either Swedish or he's from Finland. I'm pretty sure he's Swedish. But if not, oops. Casalo? Yeah, Casalo. Something like that. I don't know. That was close. You got to give me credit for trying, right? But basically, that's what we got. Who wants an extension in the... Is there anybody who wants an extension? Just him. Okay, that's goalies. All skaters. William Nylander wants an extension this season. We'll definitely work that out. I'll let you guys help me on that. For sure. Connor Carrick. So, yeah. See, I want to sign Auston Matthews first before we sign William Nylander. But if we can get William Nylander for really cheap, that'd be awesome. But basically, they said they improved the trade deadline this season to where we can actually make decent trades at the deadline and players will, or other teams will actually consider it. So that'd be perfect. Let's take a look at our lines going into the very first season. Of course, assistant coach will be turned off. First line, Auston Matthews, Mitch Marner, and JVR. I don't know if I like this line. I want Marlowe on the first line with Auston Matthews because Marlowe's a goal scorer. Mitch Marner, he's going to create some space with his plays. Matthews is going to either snipe it home or find the pass, and Marlowe's going to bury that one. He has a knack to do that. Second line, JVR, Kadri, and Nylander. Maybe we should let Matthews and Nylander play together like they always do, or do we get Mitch and Matthews playing together, or we just make a M&M line? That'd be sick. M&M line. Consider it. Comment and let me know. Leo Komarov, Tyler Bozak, and then Connor Brown on the third line. Fourth line, we have Matt Martin, Dominic Moore, and Zach Hyman. Okay. It's not bad. Not bad at all. That's actually a pretty good team. Defense, Jake Gardner, Morgan Riley, Nikita Zaitsev, Ron Hainsey, Martin Marincin, and Connor Carrick. That's not a bad team, right? And then Frederick Anderson in the crease. Scratch, we have Eric Fair, Josh Levo, and Ben Smith. So, it's not bad. AHL, the AHL line's going to bounce up and down. We'll work on that once preseason passes. But let's compare our lines to someone else. Let's compare our team to someone else in our division. So, let's just take a look at their contracts. Let's compare Florida, my favorite team. Only team I probably know better than the Maple Leafs. I know the Maple Leafs really good, but I know the Panthers the most, obviously. I'm actually wearing a Panthers t-shirt right now. It's actually from their playoff run a few years ago where they were cheated out of the playoffs. Trocheck was shipped. See, okay, their team is obviously better than ours on paper already. Barkov, Ekblad, Huberdeau, I mean, they're elite talents. But you know what? I mean, they're actually pretty close to us. Now that I look at it, they're actually very close to our team. Let's take a look at a team like, what's another team in the Atlantic Division that's going to give us a hard time? Montreal, our main rival. They're probably the best team in the Atlantic next to Tampa Bay right now. Weber, Pacioretty, Drouin, Alzner, Galchenyuk, Gallagher, Petrie, Buchanan, Jordy Ben. See, I mean, they have a pretty solid team, but I think we can beat them. Let's take a look at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's scary. I mean, Stamkos, Hedman, Kucherov, Palat, Strawman, Tyler Johnson, Coburn, Suster, Callahan, Dan Girardi, Cologne, Kunis, Point. Yeah, it's a scary team. They're all 80+ right there. I just named all their 80+ players, and their goalie's kind of where they drop off a little bit. He's good, but he's not that good. Let's take a look at Vegas. What's Vegas got going? Nothing. Poor Vegas Golden Knights. Actually, I already see a trade we could make if we have to. We could get James Neal from Las Vegas if we're making the playoffs. There you go, guys. Trade deadline trade right there. That second-round pick for James Neal. They retain some salary, and then we let him go in the free agency. I don't know. Consider it. What about Jonathan Marchessault, 30-goal scorer from last year? Wink, wink. Former Panther. Wink, wink. Smiley face. I don't know. It's way too early to tell if we're a contender or not. Let's take a look at Laine. Where is Patrick Laine? 86 overall. Matthews is better than Laine. And, yeah, Winnipeg's a great team as well. So, let's take a look at Ottawa. Probably our other big-time rival in the Atlantic. Carlson is a scary monster. Hoffman, Stone, Turris, Brassard, Dion Phaneuf, the Goof. Bobby Ryan, Cody Ceci, Clark MacArthur. Pajot, Smith, Weidman, what is that? Browicki? But, yep, those are basically our big-time rivals here in the Atlantic. I mean, I don't think Buffalo's quite there to give us a run for our money yet. And they could. They have the players to do so, but they just can't get it done. Boston's another team we really have to watch out for. I really don't think there's any other big threats in the Atlantic Division. Detroit's dropping off. I don't think anybody else really is going to give us a problem. Yeah, I think we're good besides those teams that I named in the Atlantic Division. I know I basically went through all of them and said they all could give us problems besides one or two of them. But still, we still have to be on our toes. This is a very close, tight division. We got to be on our toes and make some smart trades, draft good, and go from there. But anyways, I know a lot of people want me to name Auston Matthews as captain, so I'm going to let you guys talk about it in the comment section down below. If you think Auston Matthews should wear the C, comment down below and we'll make him captain. Maybe we should wait a season, though. Maybe, I mean, we have 3 A's right now. We could crown a C and take one away. If we take one away, it'd be Bozak's, because I want to keep Morgan Riley and Komarov wearing them. So we take it away from Bozak. Probably give the C to Matthews. Even Nazem Kadri could wear it. But this is Matthews' team. So I'm going to let you guys talk about that in the comment section down below. Be sure to comment whether Matthews should be captain or not. And let's see here. What else do we have to do? Free agents. We could sign Jaromir Jagr. There's Yogs. He only wants $2 million for 1 year. Hey, I might just do that. I like Jaromir Jagr. We could sign him. He's maybe 45, but he's still a good player. So, if you guys want me to sign any of these free agents, I know there's Yuri Hudler. If we're going to sign Yuri Hudler, we might as well just pay the extra $1 million for Jagr. That's what I'm saying. I mean, Iggy, I understand Iggy. Jerome McGinley's a little bit different. But, like, if we're going to sign, Yuri Hudler, and he's 1.75. I'd rather just pay the extra million for Yager. Yager is still gonna produce points, in my opinion. So if you guys want any of these players, let me know. Just comment that down below. I'm giving you guys a little bit of a view of them, so you guys can kind of see. We can sign Martin Erat. There you go. There's a little look at the free agents. Actually, let's check to see if there's any free agent goalies. That would be that would really help us out a bit. This video is already 20 minutes long. Ouch. I was hoping not to go this long. Free agent goalies. There's a few. There's no good ones. So maybe if you guys think we should trade for a goalie, definitely comment down below. Comment if Matthews should be champion. And basically give me your opinion on the team. My grade is that we are a playoff contender. We are labeled as a playoff contender. If you guys agree so, let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to press that like button if you are enjoying this series so far. Episode 1, we're going to dive into this franchise mode head first. Owner mode is turned off for this one though. They will be turned on for my expansion draft franchise mode, which is coming at you guys in a few days when I get some time to do it. I'm currently about to run away from a hurricane. So, yeah, not now. But this next episode of this franchise mode should be up in the next few days. So be sure to get those comments in ASAP so I can read them and help you guys build this team. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you want to know when the next video goes up, be sure to press that bell button to see all of my notifications on YouTube. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video.